You're probably here because you've decided to ditch the off-the-shelf solutions and now you're looking to customize your own talent platform. So let's take a look at what talent pools can offer you in that respect. In previous videos, we've covered the ability for you to completely reconfigure the whole design of the application for your recruiters, for your clients, and for your candidates. And we've also covered how you can build your own custom fields and use those extensively throughout the platform, for example, as part of the matching algorithm between the job and the candidate. So now let's focus on all of the different features that you can decide to turn on, turn off, or customize. As you can see, there are a lot of different parts to the user journey that we can go through. So let's just take each one at a time. Onboarding. This is when candidates are created on the platform either via API or via them registering directly when they try to apply for a job. There are a lot of different functionalities here. For example, should they sign specific terms via Adobe Sign? Should they be able to upload their resume, and should that be required? Should they provide their address? Do you want to manually approve every candidate to increase the quality, the minimum quality of the candidates you have on the platform? Do you require an introduction? Do you require a portfolio item? Do you require a work experience item? The LinkedIn integration enables you to allow the candidates to provide their LinkedIn profile URL, and then our system will automatically go and pull the data that we have from their LinkedIn account and use that to pre-create their profile. So that instead of just a dead resume, you have a more dynamic visual profile similar to a LinkedIn profile. You can also enable video introductions, so clients can see the face and get a better taste of what a candidate is like in terms of their character. And there's a number of different designs of what a profile looks like also. So let's move into that space. For example, here it allows you to blur different items from the candidate's profile. So imagine that you want to give your clients some view of your candidate database, but you don't want them to disintermediate and go off the platform and hire them cutting you out. So this allows you to blur whatever data points you want as specified here, and you can set the trigger point. So for example, here we'd say we're going to blur these data points if the client is not logged out, i.e. if they don't have an account. We might require the client to actually have an active subscription. It could be that we require the candidate to apply for a job before the client sees their information. Or we could say, for example, that the client must be approved by one of your admins before they can see these data points, and that will trigger the platform to unblur, as in to hide, to display the previously hidden information. Lots more. For example, you can change the different sections, the order or display of different sections within the typical profile of the candidate. Enable social media connections on the profile. Do you want to set a minimum hourly rate if you're doing contract work? Do you want to change the currencies or allow different currency specifications? Do you want to create a unique URL for each candidate so that it's easier for you to share that candidate with other users? So this is the onboarding of the candidate, and obviously we've skipped a lot here as well. So now let's move on to candidates applying for jobs. Again, there's a lot here. For example, do you want to require candidates to submit a cover letter? Do you want candidates to be able to work with others and submit a joint proposal? This is relevant more for freelance projects where teams of people work together than for individuals. Do you want candidates to be able to favorite jobs? And similar customizations are possible on the client side. So If a client is registering, what data should be required for them to register. Also with posting jobs, should clients be able to, for example, import jobs automatically from their LinkedIn page? This will every day check the client's LinkedIn profile, and if there have been jobs on their company accounts, it will automatically pull them into the system and post them on the system. Do you want to enable images for job posting? Do you want to enable an RSS feed? Do you want to hire more than one person for the job? Again, I'm skipping a lot here. Do you want to censor specific jobs to maintain the quality of the jobs posted on the platform? Do you want to allow private jobs, which would not be displayed until the client specifically invited individual candidates? Do you want to enable translations for foreign jobs? Again, these are all possible on the platform. You can also prevent jobs from being posted until an admin of your platform has approved the job. And it's already 5 minutes into this video, so I'm going to skip a lot of the rest, but that gives you an idea of just 4 or 5 of the segments, the level of customization that's possible within them. So I'll just list the other sections as well, just so you can see the depth of the customization possible. So finding talent, this is where it gives options for your clients, for you to specify what functionality your clients should have when they're searching for candidates. For example, should they be able to use advanced sorting or filtering? Should we use resume parsing tools for connecting with the right candidates? Should we be displaying candidates in different ways on the page? What infrastructure tools do you want to use for the searching element? The same thing for matching. We can really configure at a very granular level the algorithm that's going to be used for matching. We can use artificial intelligence to generate keywords and use keyword matching. We can use artificial intelligence also to pre-fill certain data points. For example, pre-filling the job custom fields based on the job title and job description. How do candidates select? How do clients select candidates? Should we allow them to video call them and schedule videos on the schedule interviews on the platform? Again, a lot more options here. Permanent jobs, freelance jobs, contract jobs, what should be available. We can go into contracts. So for any of you who have contract books, we can enable contracts on the platform. How should that work? What should the process look like? Should it be just create the contract, or should we send an offer to the candidate first? Then there's a lot of options around milestones, which are tasks completed within a contract. For example, here, in terms of payments, should we require the candidate to approve each milestone, or should we skip that stage? Should we allow them to edit these milestones at any points? Should we automatically take payment from the client when the candidate approves the milestone? Should we automatically take payment and release it to the candidate? Okay, next sections, there's a lot of data around payments. For example, what payment methods we should use, direct debits, bank transfers, credit cards, cryptocurrency. Managing jobs, how should jobs be ended, what should the statuses be, should we allow jobs to be ended based on certain logic, what communications do you want to use, do you want to be copied into all the emails, do you want to only notify candidates about jobs if they meet a certain threshold, for example if they're a 75% match. Then you've got a whole bunch of other availabilities for integration, for example integrating with ChatGPT, with Intercom, with Google Tag Manager. There's security options here. Do you want to automatically log users out after a certain period? And a bunch of other functionalities as well. So I think that gives you a good summary of the extent to which you can customize the platform. And don't forget, on top of this, you can of course integrate via webhooks with our API endpoints, and we can also build custom functionality for you at your request. If you're interested, head over to talentpools.io and set up your demo today. Thanks for your time.